Actually, a quick creep up outside B.
Yeah, so early work from Martin and an early death. Kamek, clean work. Aves, Martin gone. Keeping it simple, certainly not keeping it exactly in their sight. So now a couple of issues starting to be presented here. Sadak, Sugetsu, and Elite left with a lot of work on their hands. And this pause for thought, looking for anyone to try and re-clear. There it is, double face. Nice again from Kamek. Just clearing house and Mini, getting his name up in the feed and closing. Right, they were kind of discussing this, and that's not bad. Martin with a good start, set into motion obviously by that Sova utility, but still keeping numbers to the good. KC maintain 4. Oh, Martin just catching Zipan a little asleep at the wheel, and Canada trying to find some safety is not going to happen. Mini now complimented this man, but a very tricky predicament, and he knows it.
Cutting sound and waiting for an overstep here, but Elite's in a really weird position here. Gentlemates are winning out on the fights.
Shouldn't be doing it, they're nailing it. Oh, speaking of nailing it, big shot. Nice from Aves, couple more of those. And now they're getting aggressive. Now this I get a little bit nervous about, but again, kind of showing that aggression and confidence and taking a couple of those key fights and clearing the question mark from long.
Still be concerned about Click's position. He's not dealing with that trip, so the bulk of this push coming through to Garage, it could be a concern in the post plant, especially now with Sugetsu down to 23 HP.
It's that player on long, it's Click down here, it's gonna be the factor. If Mini's spotted
Sadak's looking back this way, yeah, but...
Look, Sadak's a smart boy, but you're gonna give it a glance. You're probably not gonna expect the world, and he's cleared well here, Click. He's done very well. It wasn't the cleanest shot, but it doesn't matter. It's across the line, and Sugetsu's HP becomes such an near-on impossible object to avoid. 23 to work with, and yeah, it's perfect.
So deep on, it's gonna spot out Mini.
This is Fury coming in. Mini's going to go down. This is better. Kana trying to be controlled, but it doesn't work. Zipan the only one to find Sadak here, really. Down to that 2v3. Sugetsu, Martin, Elite, all still here. Trying to play from the site and one down towards main. A quick way out towards main, at least for Sugetsu. But can they get this done in time? The time is ticking here. This looks good. That shot looks great, though. But time is going to be a factor. They've got to know it. They're doing so well here, though. But this is so close. I don't think there's time now to make a go of it. No, Sugetsu. For now, we look towards Sadak on long. Does manage to get Kamek down and the follow-up too. Nice from Sadak. Still going to have his ult there in pocket if things get a little dicey. Even spotted out Zipan towards heaven. Paranoia coming in. But the numbers are so strong. I'm pretty sure it's just down to Zipan here. Very much around. Just playing off the back of the smoke. That's lovely. Oh, I thought he could have had the follow-up on that. But great trade from Sugetsu to keep this site secure.
Now, previously, plant will come through. No hesitation this time around from KC. TP will come through from Kada. We're on to plant, actually, so we'll clear some space. I don't think he actually could have got a glance of anybody there, though.
What's the goer? It looks like this, but again, Click. Okay, just melts the face of Martin. Spacing now becomes important. No one to capitalize on that space given. So Sugetsu still gets safety, joined by Elite. Nice little close to the round. A corner to play from, though. Not been challenged yet, and Aves doesn't get what he wants. The ult is going to be burnt out on this one. The follow-up flash was fantastic. Zipan goes down, they get a corner of the site, but it is only a corner. Gentlemate's funneling through to play off the wall of graffiti, but it seems like an awareness. Aware of what's there. Click still does well with 2. But it is down to the... Where did Mini get that other one from? The shot on Aves, fair enough, but now you're up against an open who's got a TP. You can see the consideration from Mini here.
Mini's going to be here way earlier than I think Sugetsu's probably going to anticipate, but does smoke himself off. So another safety blanket provided.
He's swinging, and Mini doesn't miss. It's already Martin. Gonna take some space here, allow for the rest of the push-up to come in, but what's the approach? It's actually Elite to catch.
Yeah, Click's been, on B, actually. Maybe in transition.
Hold on, they're trying to make a push on this one, and they've got to be ready now. Martin and Aves both falling. There's now a real avenue back towards this site. Do they continue to try and re-clear? The information's there, but the shot is great from Elite. Needs a bit more, gets a bit more with Sugetsu. Now down to the 1v1. Sugetsu lost it last time.
The theft goes off, though.
This should be, I don't want to say a default win, but it gives him at least control on the corner. He walks it, and it's a shot again.
going to clear Aves out of this position, but Martin actually wins out in mid. He's found 2.
Zipan tries to pull it back from the brink, but finding 2 is exceptional. Massive value on that. Where do they go from here, though? This feels a little adrift, a little bit left out to shore. Real intent behind it. They're losing map space. You look over towards A long. Sadak's already taken that away from them.
Pop and Bean as well. Later into this round, potentially in a retake scenario, Sugetsu still has the paranoia.
30 seconds left.
A big tool available. Canada actually respectively as well, on the other side does. Still a trip, so this will be noted at least before Gentlemates can find their way onto site. No resistance on the way in. See, actually, probably going to buy some time for Sadak. He's all the way in towards attacker spawn here. Kamek got to be careful in the smoke.
Oh, but the paranoia! They used it just to take down Aves, really, and they get away.
Yeah, Sugetsu's is burnt up as well. Almost wasted in that exchange.
Surprised they sent it. Sadak's position, though, do they even consider this? His dart could be pivotal looking at where they're playing. Could put Zipan on the line. But he's not actually utilizing it yet. They're right at the door here. Sadak wanted the surprise over the utility, and it's gone wrong.
Out of A's side. Actually, on the other side, Sadak overstepping the mark massively.
Because it's so indicative, they're looking for information. Him trying to re-aggress down long, so they speed up and they get that plant in. Now, it could be a quick kind of retake here. They're tempted by it. Aves trying to set it up. Nice from him. Approaching well. Good clear towards Hell. They've got the side back. Now, look at the positioning zone. Can Click do anything in time? Can Kamek do anything with time here? The flash, he eats it. He absolutely eats it. And now you got the smokes. Now you got the util. Now you can have Click getting one, but one ain't enough. The defuse is there. Great from KC, speeding things up themselves on the way back through. And again, looking to try and get involved here, but look at Kamek, but look at Martin! Beautiful back-to-back shots. Kamek and Kata go down. Control garnered, and the A site looking a little harder to take than they'd want.
3v4 for Gentlemates. Click called upon potentially. Sadak only with the Guardian, but won't be overwhelmed here. That's Martin as well, but Click isolates him one.
They don't know about Martin. Do they still try and
do they re-clear this?
I feel like you don't. They tried, but Martin is so clean today. Couldn't outdo Mini in the end, but right there is Sugetsu to add the full stop. God, it's going to be an absolute massacre in there. Again, Sugetsu. Anyone else going to try and join in? Nah. Aves goes down. That looked weird as anything. And now 3v3. Zipan. Looking nasty. The spike coming back on over because he's overdoing this, overly succeeding near on. They know about Martin now.
Gentlemates still with a little bit of time and still a gap actually. Sadak exploring towards B now.
He's gone out of here though. Martin's still trying to linger around.
He wants another one.
Trying to get him to a 2v2. What he wants, he gets. And they're trying to find a fight. Look at this plant position here. Sadak trying to get a bit of info. You ain't going to get much from that now. Reposition going to come in. Where do they opt for? Can't fall far. They look towards Garage, but it's not the place. It's CT. Martin steps forward, looks for a fight. He's got it. Martin is vicious today. I thought he was done for. Not the case. We're going to see a lot of those ults coming in. Kata makes light work to get so he gets caught. Just trying to get away. But a quick run towards C, but we saw it earlier. Martin, the man you want to avoid, tucked away down C long. Now they're going to try and pressure CT on the other side of things, so a bit of split focus to be had here. Click going to pop the ult, but he gets outdone. Aves, Martin starting to find some damage. Mini can't turn the flash. Zipan could be in a huge position though. He's got so much work ahead of him. Takes away Sadak. Still 2 more to claim if he wants a chance. Oh, he's got another! But the big man himself, Martin, has been a monster. Find me some targets, find me some bodies. They're throwing everything at this. If Gentlemates survive, it'd be a miracle. They've already denied Aves getting any more damage done. Martin with a quick readjust down towards long. They're pinned on the site, and Martin is taking their heads off. It's KC just mangling Gentlemates down to just Kamek. Overwhelmed, outdone.
Contact play up, but Sadak, you smell something fishy. Sugetsu as well. Want to find Zipan.
Oh, that's risky.
Actually, Click. Oh no, he's fumbled. The paranoia just catching at the right time.
God, that is unreal. That thought, it looked like a
so unlucky, so unlucky.
Who's waiting? It's just sat down here if they try and escape. Martin, and with the seconds of silence that tick over towards 8, the more focused he becomes. Gentlemates may fancy that pivot towards B. They may fancy that walk towards C long. It's not without a challenger, a player waiting out if he needs to. Play the support card. But for now, he waits. This time he doesn't get it. Mini outdoes him. And Alves up with the challenge. Oh, it's going to be Alves with the double. Sugetsu going to be blind. Just going to try and take the TP out for now. Get some safety. Spike collected. And Gentlemates with the pause now.
Do you actually have a trip this time around as well towards A long? So Sadak can give up the site as well. Actually going to be in a position to hear these steps. He's relaying that information now.
It feels like Sadak's had his finger on the pulse this game, the rotations, the stacks, the approach. But does he land the shot? He does, and Kamik super quick with that.
30 seconds.
And Sugetsu, I mean,
Player standing.
that's a little wild.
You might as well.
A crack, I guess, but it is still going to be 10 rounds for Gentlemates, unless Elite
Spike planted.
get the job done. 9 kills for him, this would be a lot. Dealt with. Waiting for the player to peak, but no one's playing to the tune that he
Gentlemate's
wants.
just going to tuck. Don't want to risk giving away these rifles potentially. Yeah, not even
Lovely.
get anything.
Did. Ult's coming in, Paranoia finds 3, that is beautiful, but they can't gap close. They can't get there in time. They've been held at the door, and you're retaking with an operator, it ain't gonna be easy. They've dealt with the first wave of utility. They put a smoke back up. They're putting theirs on now. Gentlemates stemming the bleeding and holding the back for the trades. Kana! Now, he'd warmed up, he looked better. Oh,
The jump.
a mistake. A real fumble on that, and Sugetsu will greet that with a smile every day. But it's just a battle in mid. It's a bit of a brawl. But it's not just a solo affair, it's breaking out across the map. It settles into this 3v2 with a quick run towards C. But my eyes are still looking towards Martin here, tucking in towards that B site, that late lurk potential in play.
He's looking to do damage here. Get behind potentially Mini in transition. Now, does Mini clear him? He's looking towards mid. Surely not.
Hey. Yeah, nice try, nice enough.
I mean, it's rough.
Martin.
He actually swings on the other side to hard clear that, but Martin doesn't miss those.
This is feeling over, especially with this plant. Oh. It's all right, Sadak. You've got uses elsewhere. Ah, yeah, Zipan. It's a horrible position to be in, just watching the clock tick away, really. But Martin to seal it. Like, yeah, we can hear you now. Here we go. But Kamik is so close. Oh, I thought he got away from that. Alves, quick punish. Kamik goes down. The raid boss for Gentlemates is removed. Now Sugetsu looking to get into the board as well. Click, Mini, Kata getting a little bit of a fight back with the numbers simply favorable. KC now on the verge. All on one. Mini has to be a monster. Nice try. Oh, he's trying to find a little cubby. He's fine. But sadly, lose out on Sadak. Nice flash, though. Swing back in. Looking for some support coming in from Alves. Couldn't connect towards Kata. So, Gentlemates do win out, at least for the sight side.
Zipan with the backstab as well.
Beautiful timing on that. Does eventually get traded down, but they're trying to find some space, and Kata's up for it. But Martin picking up where he left off.
Thrown.
Oh.
Yeah, will find. Actually, still gets a kill, though. Kata not waiting for full confirmation there. Will be punished on the back of it.
That's not good enough. That is a complete breakdown in communication. Oh, splash. What are you using, Michael? 3v5. This bonus round looking pretty good now.
On the flop side of that, still a 3v5 doable here for Gentlemates. As the plant comes through, will be Kamik potentially to find Sadak, but actually baited there for a little bit of damage coming in from behind.
Click. It looks like Elite's got your number. You can get the fight, but they're going to turn around to get to... Are you going to get flashed from this? Forced off the angle, maybe a chance, but the diffuse already going. So I think this one's kind of done for, yeah. But do they get past Elite? Going to be noted in position. Sadak's still going to swing on it. Finds Zipan and goes back in for more. Elite now takes the attention. Nice little push and pull. It is a beautiful sight hold. Very well composed in this Mini.
Mini's played out of this already.
Wow. Someone loved that.
Yeah.
That was French stream.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
10 seconds left.
Chuckles, loving it.
Well, no, he's going to be given a chance to find a kill here, but KC on the hunt.
I need to see a timeout for Gentlemates here.
Just Elite. Yeah, kind of toying with
Oh, the flash. It feels like it needed a little bit more to it, but Sadak trying to get ahead. That's a bold maneuver. Taking some high risks here, and the reward's just not in place. Martin going to get one on the way down, but it's a 3v2.
Spike not yet planted it in a bit of a tricky spot now, actually.
30 seconds left.
Kamek tagged up, down to 21 HP. Alves and Sugetsu looking to try and recover.
Still got a Prowler as well for Alves. Kamek trying to be the one to do it. You can see the hesitation, the caution. They are nervous
Further damage
about
done
this.
as well.
Spot on. Still that Prowler there. Not going to have the time really to wait for the Haunt to come in, but Sugetsu toying again, still trying to show some presence. Kada isolated. Now the Prowler to go in. Going to be handled. Forced off the angle, but they've got to make that next step.
If they're able to isolate Click here, yeah, with this smoke to cut, vision could be really awkward.
Oh, the Horn back in, still showing the Click's on the site. Just playing around that smoke here. Nice from Click. Oh, that's lovely. It's two seen, I think. Maybe just one on the site. Kada gonna have to respect it. Oh, he's caught. Alves just straight through the wall there. Kamek on the late line. And they're just not stopping. Why would they? Finally forced off this. The spam's just not quite enough. That's right under their noses, Mike.
Even, I was going to say, Elite Sugetsu to hold down the fort on A.
This rotation is pretty telling here, Mike. The second that no one flooded through towards long, as soon as they had the likes of Martin taking that space, it all became too clear, too obvious. Karmine play it in with the owl drone. Still got a player behind the box who's gone completely unchecked.
Hang on, yeah.
Okay, but they'll hit that shot. Fair enough. You're down to now a 4v3, man to the good.
It's going to be awkward, though, for Kada, potentially.
Yeah, that's a tricky spot.
On the light shield as well.
He's got help coming, but Kamek already using his drone. This is all on Martin to feel it out.
The awareness that somebody's crossed behind this as well.
Aldron's burnt as well. This is all going to be on them. Working up here. Steps going to be heard. Patience. He's still going to find his man.
Get out, yeah.
Gets out. Beautiful. Now Sadak can fill that space here. He's got ult. That's going to then set up some more opportunities, but handled. Click with a single focus in mind. Get that backside comfort. And now Plant on the horizon.
It's going to be a little awkward. Alves looking for something ahead of the Plant coming in.
That could be a lovely
He's actually nearly caught, yeah. But did actually catch, yeah.
Struggling on that, though. Couldn't pry the player out of the backside. That Outlaw trickier to bring in now. Harder to make work. Has to step forward in unison, trying to trade in really here. Alves now behind the curve. Great shot. Kamek goes down, but Click was the integral one there. Click. Oh, that's outrageous. Click. No way you're getting away with that. That is unbelievable. And he's back with time to spare. Sadak on the side, though, gets too old, looking like fully blind.
Gentlemates once again forced to make a decision outside B.
Sadak! Ow! Oh, he's back in his corner, maybe. Oh dear, he's dead. Nowhere to go. Elite's got a bucket to play in, though. Why does this always feel like it works from this corner as well? He's still got his wall there.
The stun actually comes through.
It's fine. No one's clearing him yet, though. He's getting away with daylight, robbery, patience. He changed it. Oh, they are hell-bent on forcing this one, though. Here comes the flash. Couldn't turn it in time. Sadak, though, still going to find his shot towards Click, but it's Zipan onto back. Alves now into the fight. Back and forth. KC coming out on top with the 3v2. Taking the space in middle.
Sadak's brute forcing. Has to stand his ground there. Absolutely does. Wall makes it awkward for Kada to justify swinging out just yet. Have to wait ahead of this Plant. Now a 2v3 for Gentlemates to try and find just their third elite to find Kada. There's just many left.
He's not had a good half in the first. Needs to triple the score. It's not going to happen, KC.
And that damage.
Which almost might indicate that the backside's free, but you feel like they're still going to do their diligence, and there goes the Guardian. Hope riding on that a little.
They almost can't retrieve it as well because of how deep into elbow edge Adsley, but Mini considering it.
Trying. Zipan, look at the pour-on of utility. There's nowhere for him to go. He's already dead. Martin! You can't just backhand Kada like that. That's cruelty. As Kamek left in a 1v4, and sadly this feels like it is drifting away from them now, Mike. And it is Martin.
Mates, take the space, at least Kamek looking to take some of the space. Actually, straight away here, a 1-for-1, 2-for-2 now, but Aves will find a 3-piece.
If it's not Martin, Aves was right there with him as well on the board. Both of them doing brilliantly. And Kamek and Mini. A lot to handle, and not a lot to work with. And they are falling for a fake right now. Yes. KC going the long way around.
Excruciating to watch here. Kamek is still gonna just have the Sheriff. Won't get an ultimate off this. Aves obviously the one to take the plant, but gonna matter too much in the grand scheme of things.
Okay. Kamek has utility, right? Got some util. He's got to be so pivotal with this. And he's getting really close. That is getting danger close here. Not investing any of the util, maybe trying to catch someone off guard. What are we up to? What was the plan? It felt like it fell apart at the end there.